is to make sure that you infuse emotional content. And again, the idea here isn't like to be crazy over the top or, have these scenes where you're tearing your clothes and weeping and all that, right? You'll come across as a crazy person if you do that, but rather to think about how it is that you can convey passion, that you're excited about something, that you care about things, right? And so how do you do that? The first bit of advice is fewer stories told well, right? If you have 500 words and you're trying to cram in 5 stories, that's not enough, right? It's just not enough space. That you're better off figuring out, say, 2 stories or maybe 3 that you tell well, where you take the reader through what the conflict was, what you accomplished, who you were at the start, who you were at the beginning. That's much better than trying to basically turn your essay into a list of things that you've done. Second point, focus on actions connected to decisions. Every moment in the essay where you make a decision, it should feel a bit like a crossroads, right? Like you could do this or you could do that, right? Your background is in computer programming, but you knew that like if you wanted the career that you wanted, you needed to become a better leader and a more outspoken person. So you took action in some way, right, to do that. You either took a new type of job or you took classes in public speaking, whatever it was, right? You are taking action so that the reader feels like you're the one who's driving your story. Remember the things that resonate with people. Again, this is going back to what we were talking about before: choices, actions, feelings, tension, place. Try to find ways to put those into your essay so that it's interesting to read and it connects to them on a gut level. And again, go easy on things that won't resonate. Tons of numbers, tons of amounts and dates. A lot of times I'll also get, you'll have essays that are maybe too hyper technical, right? And if you have to understand the inner workings of your company in a really granular and complicated way, and you then have to explain that in the essay, then maybe take a step back and figure out a way that you can clean that up so that it's a little bit more straightforward and clear to a reader who doesn't know how, like Samsung's research and development arm works. And so, be careful about the details that you put in and put out, because well-chosen details will engage the reader and make them feel interested in you rather. But poorly chosen one will just bog down your essays.